Veyron-owning life begins in an Alcantara-lined minibus that whisks you from private jet to factory door. The Bugatti is assembled near Strasbourg, in a place unlike any factory you've ever seen. It's in the grounds of a chateau once home to founder Ettore Bugatti. But all that grandeur is perfectly fitting. We are, after all, talking about a car that does 253 miles an hour. Now, you know what I'm like when I get close to these cars. I can't wait to soak up some of the detail, and I'm instantly drawn to this amazing engine bay. 16 cylinders and 4 turbochargers, which help produce that 1,001 horsepower. But they also produce 1,000 degrees centigrade, which is why there's no engine cover to let the heat out. When you look at the brakes, Bugatti Calipers, they're 16-inch carbon ceramic discs, which are bigger than a Ford Focus's wheels. And those brakes can stop the car from 250 miles an hour in just 10 seconds. The actual assembly hall is normally out of bounds, but we promised to behave, so they let us in for a mooch. Now, look at that for an engine. It's massive, 2 banks of double cylinders creating that W effect. How on earth they fit that in the back of a car that looks so beautiful, so compact? Over here, I've spotted over here, look, a colour in the finishing off bay where the bright lights are checking out for any imperfections. But look at the rear, I love that all in one colour rear. Oh, more colour around the corner, look at that. The Bugatti Blue, now that is stunning. Oh, this does look lovely. This is brilliant. See the perfect flat floor that creates that acceleration of air underneath that creates the downforce. It's probably about £10 million worth of Bugatti Veyrons right in front of me. The overwhelming initial impression is that this is not a hard car to drive. It's not intimidating. Anyone can get in a Veyron and drive sensibly all day long. Inevitably, you'll soon tire of cruising along in 7th gear at just 1,500 RPM. You want a bit more action. You simply move the gear lever from D to S without even touching any more throttle. You've suddenly got 5,000 RPM on the clock and you're in 2nd gear. And now I'll touch the throttle. 3rd, 4th, 5th. It's amazing how you have to constantly keep on refocusing your eyes to a point further and further away, because the horizon you're heading into gets narrower and narrower and narrower as you cover so much ground. When you want to use the brakes and not just plain deceleration, the pedal is firm and strong, hugely confidence-inspiring. I am beginning to be astounded by what this car can do, and I've hardly explored any of it yet. I think it's probably the usability of the gearbox that is the most striking thing initially. Then the ride quality. This is a country road, and most supercars like this with sports suspension, those low-profile tyres, will be pulling this way and that way across the canvas of the road. And yet the Veyron just sits in calm and poise and takes it all in their stride. It's amazing. It's so fast, the local fighter jets ran home scared. But how well can a 2-ton car handle? The first thing I wanted to test was the traction control system. With so much power, the ESP really does need to be good if amateurs are going to start flooring it. Full lock, floor it. Full throttle, nothing. 100 horsepower, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. Turn it on corner quick, just a bit of understeer. Floor it, full throttle, nothing. It won't give. I can't get into trouble. I'm trying to get into trouble, but I can't. It's hard on the brakes, ABS clicking, then obviously if I turn in too fast, I can just plough off the road. But now if I'm stupid with the throttle, no stupid, reckless person cannot get into much of a mess, apart from just going into a corner way too quick. And for that, there's no solution ever been invented. Go on, slide, go on. And how about a left and a right? ESP going off all the time, and it still changed direction. 2 tons changing direction like that. I was staggered. I never thought it possible that the electronics could be so sophisticated to rein in all that power. To enjoy a Veyron, you need to be rich, but you don't need to be a good driver. So the final question has to be, just how good is the chassis hidden away by the ESP? Well, they tried to hide the ESP button, but I found out where it is. And it's just down somewhere. I got it there. Now, we're going to unleash 1,000 horsepower with no safety net. Down in the hairpin, first gear, 1,000 horsepower. It's quite controllable. Now I've got to open the throttle very gingerly. I tell you what, and this is even more unexpected. The chassis is actually pretty well balanced underneath all this brute force and huge weight. That was quite a nice balanced power slide. Great steering feel, light, loads up when you need it to load up, brake pressure always there. So this is the big surprise. The fastest car in the world is also one of the easiest cars in the world.